Good morning, Rotary District 7770. It's Donald Hovis here with the Shakur Rotary Club of Myrtle Beach, and welcome to Conversation People for Monday, May 11th. Our featured speaker today is Mr. Michael O'Toole, a member of the Somerville Rotary Club. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning.
We are honored to have you joining us today. You're going to talk about all things Rotaract, so we look forward to your talk here in just a few minutes. But if you are watching on the Zoom call here, how about put your where you're watching from and your Rotary Club in the chat box. Also, this is streaming on the Facebook page. If you're listening to us via Facebook this morning, how about post a comment on where you're watching us from and your Rotary Club as well. On the line, Michael, I just want to let you know we do have some distinguished guests here. So first of all, District Governor-elect from the Rotary Club of Myrtle Beach, Miss Pauline Levesque. Good morning, Pauline. Our Public Image Chair for our Rotary District, the wonderful Miss Mary Gask. And our DAC DB wizard, our technician here on the scene, from the Somerville Evening Rotary Club, Mr. Terry Moore. Thank you, Terry, for being here. And sorry, I left off that Mary is a member of the 5 Points Rotary Club in Columbia. So, Michael, today you're going to talk about Rotaract, and you're currently a Rotaractor and a Rotarian. So let's hear all about your Rotaract career first.
Great. So I've been a member of the Charleston Southern Rotaract Club for a little over 2 years now. I've served as secretary of the club, and I'm just finishing up my term as president of the club.
And now, how long have you been in Rotaract?
For 2 years.
Okay. And then how long have you been a Rotarian?
Since December of 2019, so almost half a year.
So when you think Rotaract and Rotary, why did you join Rotaract first, and then now why did you join Rotary?
I wanted to join something bigger than myself on campus and join a service organization that was focused on giving back to others and serving in a wide variety of aspects across the community and district. And for Rotary, it was the natural progression for me. I'm a fourth generation Rotarian within District 7770, and I knew I wanted to be a Rotarian in the district, and I was more than happy to join the Somerville Club.
So can you tell everyone and our viewers the other three generations, maybe in what clubs those gentlemen were in?
My great-grandfathers were in the Rotary Club of Bennettsville, South Carolina in the PD, and my grandfather was in the Rotary Club of Bennettsville. My other grandfather was in the Rotary Club of Pawleys Island. He still is. And my father is a member of the Rotary Club in Pawleys Island, South Carolina.
Excellent. That's pretty neat. So, I mean, obviously you love Rotary because you're now a fourth generation Rotarian. What has Rotary kind of meant to you over the years, even before you joined?
Rotary has always been a strong semblance of community. They're the leaders in the community that stand out, who take action, and really want to make their communities, the district, and the world a better place. So,
and now, for those watching, Michael is the district Rotaract chair, and you're currently studying, and you're going for your master's in business administration, I believe, there at Charleston Southern University. Am I correct?
Yes, that's correct.
So, you know, when we talked before coming on today, the topic of this is kind of how Rotaract has changed, kind of what we're going through right now. And then we want you to give us an update on Rotaract around our district here. So I'm just going to let you take it from here.
Great. So Rotaract, up until this past year, was a program of Rotary, similar to Interact for high school and middle school students. And now it's a partner of Rotary. Rotaractors and Rotarians realize that the partnership between the two clubs needs to be elevated, which was voted on and passed. And now Rotaract clubs are open for people ages 18 to 30, but the age limit has been removed. And around age 30, that's when you're encouraged to join a Rotary club and transition, but you don't have to. Rotaract clubs have more independence now. They decide how to run their clubs, organize their clubs, and carry out their service projects and activities that are important to their communities in which they participate. Rotary districts are strongly encouraged to have Rotaractors on district committees, and Rotary wants Rotaractors to join Rotary clubs, and there's an allowance for a dual membership now. And Rotaractors will not begin paying dues to Rotary International until July 2022, and that allows for more growth with Rotaract. And Rotary International is really helping us grow Rotaract throughout the world. And in our district, we have 6 Rotaract clubs. We have University of South Carolina, Columbia, College of Charleston, Coastal Carolina, the Citadel, Charleston Southern, and East Cooper Rotaract in Mount Pleasant. With the exception of East Cooper, the other clubs are on university campuses, with East Cooper being a community-based Rotaract club.
All right, excellent. So in your case, in the Rotaract club you're involved in, how many people are in Rotaract right now? Do you know a number?
We have about 25 people who pay dues to our club. So we are, if I'm not mistaken, the largest in the district for Rotaract clubs. And we're one of the larger university-based Rotaract clubs around. We've really focused on membership. And since we're on a college campus, we've really challenged our members to invite roommates, classmates, anyone on campus to invite more and more people to each meeting. And that's how we grew to 25 members.
And talk to us about like I mean, obviously, one of the biggest parts about Rotary is service and service projects. Can you talk about some service projects that you've been affiliated with in your time in a Rotaract?
We've done some very exciting service projects in the past year. We partnered with every single student organization on the campus of Charleston Southern University, and we participated in the largest university-based Operation Christmas Child Packing Party across the world. We packed over 5,000 boxes with our other service organizations on campus. It was very exciting and very fulfilling to our members. On Valentine's Day this year, we partnered with a local retirement community and served food at their Valentine's Day party, interacted with their residents, and explained the roles of Rotaract in the community. Another project we did was the feeding of the no hungry people, or the challenge to feed more people with the meal packing that we were challenged by this district governor, Johnny Moore. We did that with the Somerville Club and found it to be very successful when we packed over 2,000 meals.
All right, and in terms of Rotaract around our district, as the Rotaract chair, can you tell us about, I mean, you mentioned the 6 clubs, but can you give us some background on what those guys are doing and maybe how this pandemic has changed Rotaract?
Definitely, this pandemic has changed Rotaract and Rotary International. We've transitioned to more of a virtual-based system of emailing. We're not in-person meeting on our campus or the other campuses. And from the Rotaract clubs in our district, we've really used social media, our individual accounts for each club, to reach out to those and show how we're still participating in the service above self mindset in this period of social isolation. I know that each of the Rotaract clubs do similar projects with their sponsor Rotary clubs throughout the district. So almost all Rotaract clubs will partner with their sponsor Rotary club in their service projects. And it's been very beneficial, but this period of coronavirus has slowed down what we're able to do and how our outreach looks to the communities.
All right. I will say, if you guys have any questions, if you're listening on Facebook, how about post those? And if you guys are on the Zoom call have any questions, we'd love to hear those or have you ask those, and we'll ask those to Michael here. In your opinion, I mean, what are they telling you in terms of when you guys, do you have an idea when you guys may be able to get back together, or you have kind of a goal maybe? I know a lot of it's going to be up to the governor and the CDC and some things that are out of our control, but what are you kind of hearing from the university standpoint?
I've heard from most universities around our district and state that we will be back on our respective campuses for the fall 2020 semester. If there are precautions and social distancing procedures in place, we will abide by those, but we do fully expect to be back in our campuses this fall.
All right, that's excellent news. I have definitely heard that since I'm up near coastal Carolina. I did hear that they were saying they would be back on campus in the fall. So, all right. So, being a fourth generation Rotarian, I see you got your pin on, so thank you for wearing that today. Tell us about, you've only been a Rotarian since really December, but what have you been able to do in that short amount of time before the pandemic to give back?
I participated in the End Hunger Now Challenge with the Somerville Lunch Rotary Club in February. I also attended the President-elect's training in Myrtle Beach at the end of February. And those are about the two main projects events I was able to participate in before the pandemic started.
All right, so I've got a couple questions here. Those of you listening on Facebook and through the Zoom call, after this is over, we encourage you to go to the Rotary International District 7770 Facebook page and share this video on your club and your personal pages. And one thing we want to tell you is, if you're, Michael, we want people to reach out to you, about forming a Rotaract group or committee in their community. So just know, as the district Rotaract chair, you would be the point of contact for that communication. Can you talk about the transition to Rotary from Rotaract?
Absolutely. As Rotaractors, we follow most of the same rules as Rotary clubs, and we're governed by Rotary International. So being a Rotaractor, we're allowed to attend Rotary meetings in our area and work together on service projects. So it's a matter of, when you feel ready, you can take the next step and join a Rotary club or stay in Rotaract. It's a very seamless process. It's very easy now with the new legislation passed by Rotary International, and we anticipate great success with bridging the gap and getting a lot of young people into Rotary.
Can you talk a little bit about the dues structure for Rotaract?
For example, my club at Charleston Southern that I had the pleasure of serving this past year, our dues were $5 per semester, so a total of $10 per year. We surveyed potential members, the campus community, and our dues-paying Rotaract members, and agreed that between $5 and $10 per semester per 6 months, 5 months, was an appropriate amount for dues, and that is the similar dues for around the district for other Rotaract clubs.
I have a suggestion. I don't know if you're doing this, so you may already be doing this. Are you holding any Zoom meetings with all your Rotaract presidents right now?
We're having one this Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. with our district Rotaract presidents and leadership.
Excellent. As district Rotaract chair, can you talk about some of your goals?
Absolutely. My goals are to get as many people involved in Rotaract or Rotary International. It's a Rotary and Rotaract are both huge passions of mine. I enjoy both of those. And as district Rotaract chair, I really want to get as many people in communities, our own college campuses to join a Rotaract club, make the professional connections, participate in service projects, and have that community that Rotary and Rotaract allows us to have.
And can you talk about when you get together in your meetings on the campus of Charleston Southern or Coastal Carolina or University of South Carolina? I mean, give us, are these meetings usually an hour, hour and a half? Are they do you have a speaker come in? Like, how does a Rotaract meeting flow?
Our Rotaract meetings, we try to go about 30 minutes and cover our business that we have to get through. We meet twice a month. That's a good amount of time that fits everyone's schedules. And twice a month we cover the business of what we're doing in Rotaract, what's coming up. We want to hear from our members what service projects do they want to be involved in. So for about 30 minutes twice a month, we do that. And then we also have a service project each month, and we try to get together and go out to a local restaurant or eat in the cafeteria on campus together. We talked about doing a big beach day on the beaches around Charleston this spring, but due to coronavirus, we couldn't do that. So we try to structure it as much as we can like a Rotary meeting, but with the freedom we have from Rotary, we try to do as much as we can on our own and really want to hear from our members about how they want the meetings to run.
Do you think Rotaract would work at a technical college?
Absolutely. I think it would be a great asset to our great technical colleges in this district. It would you would have to send or post flyers on campus or an announcement saying, just talking about Rotaract and gauging interest and having a first meeting to get potential members. And I think it would be a great success.
In the new structure put in place by Rotary International, Rotaract clubs can now sponsor other Rotaract clubs. The old way was you had to be sponsored by a Rotary club. Do you think this is a good idea?
I think so. It's there's more flexibility with this. It's definitely different. It's a good change. I'm a big advocate of change. I think it's a good opportunity for both growth and learning. And I think with strong Rotaract clubs and strong leadership, they can sponsor another Rotaract club and continue on that tradition or line of strong Rotaract clubs.
And this is an interesting one for you. The next question is, has anyone ever entertained about having a Rotaract club in prison, a juvenile facility, or a children's home?
I know on our district website, we do have it listed that there were Rotaract clubs at some correctional facilities in the district, but I'm not sure. I don't think we still have those, or just haven't heard anything about those in the past year or two.
And obviously, you being a Rotarian and a Rotaractor, your dues at Rotary are more than Rotaract. So in your case, are you getting a break on the cost of the dues to be a Rotarian in your club?
I am. I'm classified in Rotary as a YP 35. I'm a young professional under the age of 35. So my dues are a little bit less than the traditional Rotary member. So I am given a little bit of a break.
Can you provide information, or is there someone maybe on the line that wants to come off of mute and tell everybody about the YP35? I'm honestly, that's the first time I've heard of that.
I'm not too familiar with it myself. I just knew that I qualified for it with my age.
I think I would defer to Pauline on this.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I can answer that. Each club has an option and to handle membership the way they would like, and many were encouraged by the participation of Rotaract members prior to the program change. So they already had ways where they helped to subsidize or lower the cost or sponsor young people to be in their clubs. And obviously that's how their club handled it.
That's really interesting. That's pretty cool. I did not know that existed. That's really neat. All right. At this time, I will say, do we have any more questions for Michael? Michael, thank you again for your time and sharing your wisdom about Rotaract. I'm sure folks that listen to the Zoom call today and listen through Facebook definitely learn more about Rotaract and how that applies to Rotary as well. So thank you for your time. Appreciate your insight. If you're ever up in the Myrtle Beach area, feel free to reach out. Would love to see you, hopefully maybe soon at an event. I know I was at the PETS training as well here in Myrtle Beach. So thank you again for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
In conclusion, we will recite the Rotary four-way test. Of the things we think, say, or do, is it the truth?
Truth. Is it fair to all concerned?
Will it build goodwill?
Goodwill and friendships. Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Michael, thank you again. Also, thank you for everyone watching here on the Zoom call and through our Facebook page. As a reminder, after this video is over, it will post to the Rotary International District 7770 Facebook page. Please go there, share it on your personal pages and your club pages. And if you are on the phone today or on the Facebook feed and you are not a public image chair from your club, we would love to have the public image chairs reach out. They may reach out to me if they want. We want to get their involvement. We want to get their involvement through these conversations with Rotary Action People segments that we do on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 11 a.m. We've got a great schedule planned for the rest of the month and possibly beyond, so stay tuned. Also, reminder for tomorrow night, we have our Rotary District Awards night that will be through Zoom, also streaming on the Facebook page. Begins at 7 p.m. I believe maybe another email will be coming out today on how you get involved or how you log in. But we look forward to seeing everybody, and we look forward to recognizing lots of wonderful, deserving clubs and people in our district that will win awards tomorrow night. Michael, hope you're going to be on that as well.
Looking forward to it.
Well, thank you again, and thank you again to everyone who watched through Zoom and on Facebook. That is a wrap for Conversations with Rotary Action People for Monday, May 11th. We'll see everyone back for Conversations with Rotary Action People on Wednesday at 11 a.m. Have a wonderful day.